Hello and welcome to the grand final of the UBL women's competition. Tip-off coming up in a little over 7.5 minutes. It's Sydney University, the hosts here, undefeated all season, taking on last year's champions, Trobe University. We're in for a big one. Both of these teams, very skilled, classy basketball teams, play great team basketball. They met earlier in the season and Sydney Uni got the win in a close one, 71-68, back in round 2. That was a rematch of the grand final, so they got their revenge there, and now today Sydney Uni will look to finish that story off and get themselves a UBL championship. In terms of the road to the semi-final, to this final, via the semi-finals, USYD defeated Victoria University last week, 67-57. Carla Pittman, number 13, just here you see taking that rebound there. She led both teams in that game with 19 points, also had 17 rebounds, big double-double from her, along with 3 assists and 3 steals. And she was named USYD's MVP of the game. Also, Gab Nancaro, who's wearing jersey number 16, just heading away from the rim there, had a double-double with 10 points, 14 rebounds. Holly Wills with 11, Lauren Walker with 11, and Meg Jefferson with 10 points, 2 blocks and 2 steals. They got into a bit of foul trouble in that game early, Sydney Uni, and Victoria University definitely made them work for the win, but they managed to put it away pretty comfortably in the second half and win by 10. Meanwhile, La Trobe University, down the other end of the court, defeated Melbourne 74-52 in their semi-final. Caitlin Richardson played 39 minutes and led both teams with 26 points. She's wearing the number 7, just running through the key there, getting that rebound. She also had 4 assists and 8 rebounds. Piper Dunlop, number 12, had 14 points, 4 assists and 14 rebounds. Big double-double for her. Another double-double for Meg Stagol with 10 points, 4 steals and 17 rebounds. Big defensive game too from her. Talia D'Agostino had 8. Stephanie Georgiantis had 7 points and 5 rebounds, and Anna Burrows had 7 points and 8 rebounds. So solid team effort from La Trobe, who defeated the University of Melbourne pretty comfortably, 74-52. We're about 5 minutes away from tip-off. Today's live stream is brought to you by Great Big Events Anywhere Live. Great Big Events Anywhere Live product suite allows you to connect seamlessly with your audience anytime, anywhere, live. From conferencing platforms to easy-to-use live streaming, Great Big Events have got a solution for almost any price point. Go to greatbigevents.com for more information. And Sydney Uni would also like to acknowledge Southern Designs. Southern are a full-service creative studio based in Sydney who are making waves on the scene. Their team is passionate, with the best creative minds around doing what they do best, devising brand strategies and amazing creative solutions with results that speak for themselves. For all brand, digital and print services, contact the team on wearesouthern.au. My name's Andrew Johnston. I'll be your commentator for this UBL Grand Final for 2023. 4 minutes to go till tip-off. I'll be back soon.
Players to the benches, please. Players to the benches. To announce the teams. And while our players take their benches, we'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land, the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, and pay our respects to their elders, past, present, and emerging. We'd also like to welcome the Trobe University, the Linktree and UBL
So
for hosting
the teams about to be introduced. Announcer just delivering the acknowledgement of country for the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, paying our respects to elders past, present and emerging. And now we introduce the La Trobe University team. Number 5 is Bianca Keogh, a Bachelor of Nursing student. Number 6 is Grace Whiteley, studying nursing and midwifery. Number 7 is Caitlin Richardson, the star from last week, studying a Bachelor of Physiotherapy. Meg Stegol studies a Bachelor of Applied Science and Masters of Occupational Therapy. Number 10, Stephanie Georgiantis, studies a Bachelor of Nursing. Number 12, Piper Dunlop, a Bachelor of Exercise Science. Number 13, Talia D'Agostino, is a Bachelor of Sport and Exercise Science student. Number 17, Shadera Abani, studies a Bachelor of Nursing. And number 18, Anna Burrows, studies a Bachelor of Commerce and Science. And the coach is Cam Wilcox. And for Sydney Uni, the home team, undefeated so far this season. Number 5 is Ashley Hanna. Number 6, the captain, Sarah Wacher, studying biomedical engineering and a Bachelor of Science in Neuroscience. Number 8, Emily Cleghorn, is a wildlife conservation and marine science student. Number 9, Alex Carew, studies a Bachelor of Commerce. Number 10, Lauren Walker, studies a Bachelor of Arts. Number 11, Holly Wills, a Bachelor of Design, Computing and Advanced Studies. Number 13, Carla Pittman, a Bachelor of Liberal Arts and Science. Number 16, Gabnan Caro, is a Med Science student. Number 20, Meg Jefferson, a Masters of Sustainability. And number 21, Inez Tenoy, is a Bachelor of Social Work. The coach is Renee Garlop, and she is assisted by Shaq Shora. The teams meet in the middle, shake hands. The referees for this game are Sashin Bayanjanka, Sharad Shafagi and Caitlin Grove. And specialist floor wiper is Sydney Kings legend Tom Garlop. Somebody's got to do it. So here we go. The big grand final of UBL 2023. A unique competition in terms of basketball in Australia. All of the players on these teams are students of the universities that they're representing. So it is genuine, high-quality intervarsity competition. Almost all of these players playing for various clubs, either in the NBL 1 or various state leagues around the country. All coming together to show their skills and compete for national glory. Competition slowly growing year by year. And this year, Sydney Uni looking to take revenge on a defeat in the grand final from La Trobe last year. They beat them earlier in the season in round 2, but only by 3 points. So we're expecting another tight one here. Starting for Sydney Uni, we're going to see number 6, the captain, Sarah Wacher, at guard. Alongside her will be number 13, Carla Pittman. And then the forwards will be number 11, Holly Wills, and number 9, Alex Carews. And then in jersey number 20, the centre will be Meg Jefferson. And for La Trobe University, their starters will be Bianca Keogh in 5 at guard. And alongside her will be Meg Stegol. And the forwards will be number 7, Caitlin Richardson. And number 12, Piper Dunlop. And the centre will be Anna Burrows. Actually, sorry, I think Anna Burrows is probably going to be in the forward position and Piper Dunlop at centre. So here we go. getting ready to tip it off in this UBL Grand Final. Just doing final checks with all the technical officials. Caitlin Grove says we're ready to go. And Sashin Bayanjanka throws it up. And Sydney Uni will take first possession off the tip. Sarah Wacher sizes up Meg Stagol. Gets it to Pittman, who drives. Expect a lot of that. Kicks it to the corner for Holly Wills. Nice little find. She can't quite make it. Offensive board for Jefferson. And a nice cut and a nice find to Holly Wills for the first basket of the game. Now, Meg Stagol goes to Richardson. Richardson drives, uses the screen to the right. They come, swing it back around to the left. And this is Anna Burrows. She kicks it out again to Stagol. Burrows with the deep two. The end of the shot clock. She misses. Rebound, Meg Jefferson. K-Roos now in transition. Pittman uses a screen from Jefferson. Latrobe starting off in match-up man-to-man D. Meg Jefferson tries the turnaround jumper and misses. Rebounded by Caitlin Richardson. Stagol to Keogh. Keogh hands it off again to Richardson. Richardson drives and kicks. And first points of the game for Latrobe go to Piper Dunlop. The mid-range jumper. Bit of pressure on Sarah Wacher, bringing the ball back for Sydney Uni. She dishes it off, and we have our first foul of the game. This is called against Bianca Keogh, number 5 for Latrobe. Carla Pittman on the drive. And she will inbound. Wacher, quick three. Misses short. Strong box out there from Bianca Keogh. Prevents Carla Pittman from getting to the ball, and it will be the Trobe University ball. Pressure in the backcourt from Wacher. Sydney Uni matched up man-to-man as well. And Keogh drives baseline. Has her pass stolen by Meg Jefferson. Well anticipated by Jefferson. K-Roos finds a cutting Jefferson. Great work running the floor, but she can't make the layup. Latrobe come away with it off the rebound from Piper Dunlop. Now this is Burrows, round to Dunlop. She hands it off to Richardson. Richardson driving, kicking. The shot is no good from Stagol, but they get the offensive board. Dunlop now works it inside. Nice little jumper. And she has two now. It's Latrobe by 2 early. Our first lead change of the game. Sydney Uni work it inside. Through Carla Pittman, who hustles for the offensive board. And interesting call. Oh no, it's going to be a foul call. Foul call against her, against Carla Pittman. She's still not happy about that. But it will be Latrobe Uni ball. First personal foul and first team foul for Sydney Uni. Renee Garlop not just pleading her case with Sashin Bayanjanka. Now Latrobe work it inside to Burrows. Rebound Jefferson. Pittman slows it down for Sydney Uni. K-Roos drives. Nice little step through, and she makes the basket. 4 apiece. Now K-Roos gets her first bucket of the game. Dunlop tries to find a cutting Richardson. Good hands and good anticipation from Holly Wills. Knocked that ball out of bounds, but it will be Latrobe ball. Now, Meg Stagol, she drives. Nice speed and quickness to get into the lane and scores pretty much untouched. Latrobe by 2. Jefferson to Kairouz. Kairouz takes on Burrows. Draws a foul. And that is the first personal foul for Anna Burrows. Second team foul for La Trobe. And Alex Kairouz to the line for the first time today to shoot 2. She misses the first. Good work from Kairouz to take on Burrows, putting pressure on her up top. And that one's short. So La Trobe University come away with it. Richardson now on the left. Gets a screen from Burrows, uses it and drives. Floater. Misses everything. Good hustle from Bianca Keogh, but she can't keep the ball in. And it's Sydney Uni ball. Wacher tries to push the pace a little bit, getting a pass down there to Meg Jefferson. A bit of a forced pass there from Kairouz into Jefferson. Probably had her own shot available to her. And coming into the game for the first time today for La Trobe University's Stephanie Georgiantis. And taking a seat is Bianca Keogh. Holly Wills to Wacher. Moved into a zone D now, La Trobe University, and it seems to be working for them. Meg Stagol to Dunlop. Burrows now, driving left. Back out to Dunlop, looking for someone. She finds Stagol. Stagol takes the screen from Dunlop, and the call is going to be against Meg Jefferson. Her first personal foul of the game. Second team foul now for Sydney Uni. And coming into the game for the first time, Lauren Walker. Sarah Wacher takes a seat. Caitlin Richardson kicks it out to Burrows. Burrows fakes, drives baseline. The reverse is no good, but a nice follow from Piper Dunlop, and she has her third bucket of the game on the putback. Oh, a pass goes astray there for Sydney Uni, and pouncing on it is Caitlin Richardson for an easy layup. So all of a sudden La Trobe University with a 6-point lead in a 2-3 zone now. Walker finds Wills. Inside to Jefferson. Jefferson, the turnaround. Misses this time. And Renee Garlop wants a timeout. Richardson. Drives. Foul called. It's a reach on number 10, Lauren Walker. And the timeout is called for Sydney Uni. So 4 minutes and 53 seconds to go in the first quarter. A 6-point lead to La Trobe University. Renee Garlop, no doubt wanting to make some adjustments at the offensive end to counter the 2-3 zone that La Trobe have started playing, which seems to be working for them. Just needs to get the team thinking about moving that zone around and finding the spaces in between. Cam Wilcox will be happy with the way that they've started.
That's a close one there, Brett, but I've turned them the other way around. There you
go. Here we go. No changes to the lineup for Sydney Uni. And no changes for La Trobe either. So La Trobe with the ball through Piper Dunlop. She hands it off to Richardson. Richardson swings it back around through Georgiantis. Now Richardson again up against Kairouz, wants the screen. Switch. Has to throw it up. Completely lost track of the shot clock there. So she throws it away, and Sydney Uni will take possession. Walker. Lauren Walker guarded by Stagall. Now Pittman, crossover and drive, steps through and makes a nice little pop gather from Carla Pittman, and a nice finish with the left hand. Cuts the lead to 4 now. Caitlin Richardson inside Burrows. Back out over the top for Georgiantis. She misses. Jefferson gets the rebound. Now Pittman with it for Sydney Uni. Swings it across to Walker. Thinks about the shot. Drives into the lane. Finds Jefferson baseline. She makes a shot. Nothing but net for Meg Jefferson. And Latrobe now. Caitlin Richardson, still no buckets. Big, deep shot from Stephanie Georgiantis, the nursing student. And it's a 5-point lead for Latrobe again. Sydney Uni try to swing it around this zone. Drive by Walker. They cut her off. Kairouz gets it down low to Holly Wills. Holly Wills hands it off for Jefferson. Jefferson's layup is no good. Rebound again from Holly Wills, but she falls over, loses her footing, and the ball goes out of bounds. Hopefully she's okay. She's might have bumped her knee, I think. She's going to step out of the game for a minute. Sarah Wacher comes in for her. And also coming in for Sydney Uni is number 16, Gab Nancaro, to replace Holly Wills. To replace Alex Kairouz, that is. Another deep shot from Latrobe. This one from Caitlin Richardson, but hit the gear just above the backboard, so out of bounds, Sydney Uni ball. Walker. Sydney Uni go about trying to break down this zone again. Pittman drives, too long. Rebound from Nancaro, and she loses the ball out of bounds. And Bianca Keogh comes back in to replace Meg Stagall. Richardson, physiotherapy student, brings the ball down the court, drives with her left, misses. Offensive rebound, Piper Dunlop. She has another one. 8 points now for Piper Dunlop. Latrobe by 7. Sydney Uni trying to get around this 2-3 zone. Little Euro step down the baseline from Carla Pittman is no good. Latrobe come away with it. Burrows drives, misses, gets her own rebound. And they swing it around to Georgiantis, who tries another very deep 3, this time no good. She fancies herself from that spot though. Richardson draws a foul. Number 13, Carla Pittman. Blocking foul. Meg Stagall comes back on to replace Richardson for Latrobe, and Holly Wills and Inez Tannoy come into the game for Sydney Uni. Pittman takes a seat along with Meg Jefferson. This is Georgiantis. Georgiantis with the deep 2. Bit long. Rebound, Lauren Walker. Good hustle from her. Holly Wills. Kicks it across to Wacher for 3. Too long. Nancaro with the rebound. Good offensive board work from her as usual. Wacher gets it inside to Nancaro. She gets surrounded by Latrobe defenders in black and red. And Lauren Walker drives to the left. Can't quite make the layup. Holly Wills contests for that rebound. I think she's going to get called for the foul. She is. That is her first, I believe. Yep, her first personal foul. But it is now 5 team fouls for Sydney Uni. So going to the line to shoot 2 will be Meg Stagall. And Piper Dunlop has taken a seat, been replaced by Jadera Abani, Bachelor of Nursing student in jersey number 17. First free throw is good for Meg Stagol, Applied Science and Occupational Therapy student. Misses the second. And some good pressure from Abani, forces a turnover from Sydney Uni off the rebound. And a travel called that time against Stephanie Georgiantis. Sydney Uni now with Lauren Walker. To Wills. Still a 2-3 zone from Latrobe. In the corner is Walker. She kicks it across to Wacher. Wacher over to Tannoy. Wacher tries to drive. Looks like we're going to have a blocking foul called here on number 5, Bianca Keogh. That is her second personal foul. That's 3 team fouls now for Latrobe University. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 14 seconds on the shot clock for Sydney Uni. Walker drives, kicks it out for Wacher for 3. Nothing but net for Sarah Wacher. She cuts the lead to 5. 15 seconds to go now in the first quarter. Meg Stagol wants a horn set up. She drives right, kicks it over to Keogh, back to Stagol, and she's short a foul there. It is number 11, Holly Wills, who's called for the foul, her second personal foul. And she has been replaced by Alex Carews. Got into a bit of foul trouble in the semi-final too, so hopefully she can avoid that in the second quarter. First free throw is good for Meg Stagol. 2.8 on the clock. She makes the second. Carews. Two-man Caro turns around and finds a wall of guards with their hands up in her face, so decides to hold on to it. So at the end of the first quarter, a 7-point lead for Latrobe University, 18 points to 11.
And defending champions taking a 7-point early lead, 18 to 11.
Just looking at some of the highlights. Caitlin Richardson, still no buckets from the first quarter. That was the big 3-point shot from Stephanie Georgiantis. Walker. Walker. And just looking at some of the stats from the first quarter. Pretty spread out scoring for Sydney Uni. Sarah Wacher leading with just the 3. But 8 points for Piper Dunlop and 7 rebounds in a huge first quarter for her. Responsible for almost half of Latrobe Uni's points. 2 lead changes early on in that quarter, and then Latrobe started to run away with it. Their biggest scoring run of 6 points to get to a 10-4 lead. And here we go. We're underway again in the second quarter. Meg Stagol. We've got an issue with the shot clock. Just going to run the shot clock down 5 seconds. There we go. Didn't start originally, so a shortened first possession of the second quarter here for Latrobe Uni. Georgiantis. Deep 2. Misses off to the left. They kick it back out to her. Nice rebound from Dunlop again. Dunlop. Keogh for 3. Misses everything but the backboard. And Kairouz brings it back for Sydney Uni. Sarah Wacher tries to use a screen from Nankaro. Good hands there from Stagol. Results in the steal. And Bianca Keogh misses the layup, but Stagol gets there for the putback. So a 9-point lead for La Trobe Uni. Tannoy, the top of the key. Across to Lauren Walker. Wacher drives. Kicks it out to Walker for 3. She misses everything. Wacher gets the offensive board. Rebound Tannoy. Nankaro drives. Misses. This is Wacher for 3. She's short. Didn't quite get her feet under that one. And she finally manages to draw a foul. The foul is on number 8, Meg Stagol. And going to the line to shoot 2 will be Sarah Wacher. Holly Wills and Carla Pittman come back in the game for Walker and Tannoy. Wacher makes the first. This one to cut the lead to 7. Makes the second. So Sydney Uni, the undefeated Sydney Uni, under a little bit of pressure here from La Trobe University. And nice drive there from Richardson for her first points of the game. Kairouz misses the 3. La Trobe University come away with it. This is Meg Stagol. Georgiantis. They swing it around to Keogh. Georgiantis cuts through to the low post. Round to Dunlop. Shot clock down to 2. And stolen by Pittman. And looks like we're going to get a blocking foul in transition here, called against number 5, Bianca Keogh. And that will be her 3rd personal foul. Jefferson is back in the game for Sydney Uni. Good quick hands from Caitlin Richardson. Knocks that ball out of bounds. Kairouz now at the top of the key. They swing it back around to Pittman. She misses. Gets her own rebound. All the way across now for Kairouz for 3. Bit long. Stagol gets the rebound. And La Trobe trying to increase their lead from the corner. No good. Holly Wills uses the screen from Jefferson. They swing it around to Kairouz, who drives baseline. Finds Pittman. She thinks about the shot, then kicks it back out to Kairouz. Good movement from Sydney Uni. Just not quite getting the result yet, but they managed to get an offensive board. Good hustle there from Wills. She steps back out onto the court. Misses her floater. And La Trobe come away with the ball through Stagol. Good pass from Stagol, and a great finish from Richardson. Well, when it's going your way, it's going your way, and it is going their way right now. Foul's called against Sarah Wacher, her first personal foul. And to try and make it a 3-point play, Caitlin Richardson at the line. Makes it. Now, Pittman, Wacher, and another turnover from Sydney Uni. We're having a lot of trouble breaking down this D from the Trobe. Lots of busy hands from the Latrobe defenders, causing some trouble for Sydney Uni, who are sticking with the man D. And this is Stagol driving. Baseline, nice finish on the near side. And it's a 14-point lead now for Latrobe University. Kairouz thinks about a three, decides against it. Wacher, bit stagnant. Just a lot of passes around the outside lately from Sydney Uni. And that one is fought for on the ground. Wacher drives, can't get herself through the mess of black and red. In particular, the arms of Piper Dunlop. And this is Stagol driving to her right again. And she draws a foul. She'll go to the line now, again to shoot two. It's another foul for Holly Wills. That's her third personal. And Lauren Walker steps in. So to the line to shoot two is Meg Stagol. She misses the first. This one to extend the lead to 15. The Latrobe here midway through the second quarter. She makes it. And timeout called by Renee Garlop. 15-point lead to Latrobe University, and she wants to try and change the momentum. No doubt Cam Wilcox will be very happy with the way things are going. Looks like he's very happy about what's happening at the defensive end. The attitude at the other end of the court from Renee Garlop is a little bit more frenetic, trying to find some solutions. Trying to work out how to space the floor and find some gaps in the Latrobe Zone D. She wants a bit more movement off the ball, I think. Has been a little bit stagnant from Sydney Uni on a few of their possessions, just swinging the ball around the outside of the zone. Not really managing to get any penetration. And all smiles for Latrobe University at the moment. Can they keep their minds on the job? Long way to go. It's a long way to go in this UBL final for 2023. And Kairouz inbounds to Lauren Walker. Takes on the ball handling duties for Sydney Uni. Screen from Jefferson and a block. Blocking foul called against Meg Stagol. Her second personal foul. Pittman inbounds for Lauren Walker. Walker back to Pittman on the left. They swing it all the way over the top to Wacher. Out to Kairouz. Wacher. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Wacher tosses one up. They just can't get any penetration at the moment, Sydney Uni. The ball is just going over the top. Nice outlet pass there from Dunlop. And now Burrows back to Dunlop. Stagol in a zone now, Sydney Uni. And they manage to get a stop. Kairouz kicks it across to Walker in the mid-range. And they swing it all the way around to Pittman. Still no movement through the key from the outside. And a steal again from Piper Dunlop. And a three. Another three for Stephanie Georgiantis, her second for the game. She's happy shooting from way out there. Kairouz. Inside now. Back around for Wacher. Wacher makes her second three of the game. And Stagol to Georgiantis for three again. And she hits another one.
It's a shootout.
3 threes now for Georgiantis. And it's an 18-point lead for Trobe University. Pittman drives. Floater, no good. Rebounded by Jefferson. Putback is good from Jefferson. The pace is getting pretty frenetic. Richardson drives. It's a 2-3 zone from Sydney Uni. Piper Dunlop finds herself wide open at the free throw line, and nothing but net for her. And it's still an 18-point lead for Latrobe. Carews to Wacher. Wacher drives, kicks it out to Carews. Back to Walker. Good energy on defence here from Richardson. They get it inside eventually for Pittman, and her little scoop layup is no good. Quick outlet pass from Stagol. Finds Anna Burrows. And she makes the layup on the reverse. 20-point lead for Latrobe. Sydney Uni miss again. Good rebound though by Meg Jefferson. Wacher drives. Kicks it out for Pittman. Pittman misses off the front of the rim. Rebound Dunlop. And this is Richardson pushing the pace. Finds Stagol. Nice little fake to get Pittman into the air, but then she misses with the left. And it's rebounded by Carews. Over to Pittman. Pittman gives it to Walker in the corner. Bit sloppy from Sydney Uni. Not quite as crisp as they usually are. And that one's picked off by Stagol. And away she goes for an easy layup. Lauren Walker now. Gets a screen from Jefferson. Drives. Can't make it. All the way to the basket. They're doing a great job of crowding the paint at the moment, Latrobe University, just giving Sydney Uni no opportunities inside. And then these quick outlet passes are causing all sorts of trouble in transition. And we've got a timeout called by Latrobe University. So, huge run at the moment for Latrobe, courtesy of some incredible shooting from Stephanie Georgiantis from behind the three-point line. She's made 3 threes so far in the game. Piper Dunlop with 10 for Latrobe. And Meg Stagol racking up some assists as well as scoring in transition. Renee Garlett is putting the whiteboard away for a moment. Just appealing to the team to try and find the solutions on the court, I think, and in themselves. It's a big test for them, this undefeated Sydney Uni side. Come back from a 22-point deficit will be no mean feat. Burrows at the line, makes the first. And a second. Lauren Walker. Guarded by Stagol. And Caro kicks it out to Emily Cleghorn, who's come onto the court for Sydney Uni. Walker for 3, short. Good hustle on the floor from Pittman. And she has managed to get possession back for Sydney Uni. Good hustle there from Nankaro as well.
Little conference going on here, discussing what they're going to have for dinner, I think. They're going to have 9 of whatever they're having. No.
And looks like they were just checking what should be on the shot clock, and it will be 14 seconds.
Shot clock resets to 14 seconds.
Piper Dunlop cleaning up some of the mess that she left after hitting the deck. And quick shot off the inbound from Pittman is no good, and there's another steal off the hands of Richardson yet again, and in transition she finds Dunlop, who makes no mistake, and she is fired up. Kairouz inside to Pittman. Kairouz double teamed. Can they find the space now, Sydney Uni? And it is Lauren Walker who's open on the left, and she makes the 3. Good vision from Pittman to find her out there. They needed that one. Now Caitlin Richardson gets a screen from Dunlop, gives it off to Stagol. Back around to Stagol again, and from the corner, that is Talia D'Agostino. D'Agostino again to Dunlop, and swinging around to Richardson. Richardson drives to her right, kicks it out for D'Agostino. Her shot's long from mid-range. And Kairouz in transition finds Cleghorn, back out to Pittman. Pittman puts it in her left, drives. Nice little dish to Gab Nankaro. And Stagol with the half-court shot to end the quarter. It's no good. So a 21-point lead at half-time to last year's champions, La Trobe University. Sydney Uni with some work to do in the second half. I wouldn't say it's beyond them though. They are a very capable basketball team. Just got to find some solutions to get through this crowding of the paint that La Trobe University are doing. They've done a very good job of neutralising the drive of Carla Pittman and some of the inside scoring of Meg Jefferson. 12 points each for Meg Stagol and Piper Dunlop for La Trobe University out of their 44. And leading scorer for Sydney Uni is Sarah Wacher. 3 assists each for Caitlin Richardson and Meg Stagol. 3 steals for Meg Stagol. And for Sydney Uni, 3 assists for Lauren Walker. And Stephanie Georgiantis, 9 points on 3 of 4 shooting. That's 75% there from 3 for La Trobe University. The biggest scoring run, 11 points to go to a 31-13 lead. They've led now for 17 minutes and 20 seconds. It is half time. We'll be back soon with the second half here in the UBL 2023 Women's Grand Final. Cheerleaders from Sydney Uni Cheerleading Club trying to pump up the crowd, trying to change the momentum here at Bryden Stadium. The teams have come out of the change rooms after the halftime break, getting ready for the second half, which is due to start again in a little over 2.5 minutes. And La Trobe come away with the ball through Stagol. Good the action from the first half. That was a great pass there from Stagol inside to Richardson for the finish. The three from Georgiantis.
Inside now.
This was back around. Three from Sarah Wacher. Keeping Sydney Uni in the game. Quick outlet pass transition back goal. For
off the hands
La Trobe,
Richardson yet again,
and in
transition she finds
Dunlop, who makes another one there with a nice finish from Piper Dunlop.
Can they find the space now, Sydney Uni?
And it is Lauren Walker who's open on the left, and she makes
Lauren Walker being found there to make that three.
So here we go, a 21-point lead for La Trobe University. What can the undefeated Sydney Uni do? To cut down this deficit. Ball is in. Sarah Wacher.
Latrobe in a 2-3 zone. Busy hands, as always, from Caitlin Richardson. Back out to Wacher for 3. She misses. Good rebound from Jefferson, who puts it straight back up. Can't quite make it. Wacher with the offensive board, crashing and makes her putback. So first basket of the second half goes to Sydney Uni. Sydney Uni in a 2-3 zone. Latrobe swinging it back and forth. Stagol gets it inside to Burrows, finds Dunlop, back out to Richardson for 3, and it is good. Everything falling for Caitlin Richardson. Kairouz guarded by Richardson. They swing it around. Inside to Jefferson in the post. Now Pittman, screen and roll with Jefferson. And Meg Jefferson has drawn a foul. A foul is on number 7, Caitlin Richardson. And that is her first personal foul, and Meg Jefferson at the line. Shoot 2. She misses the first. And misses the second as well. Latrobe now with Richardson. Entry pass to Dunlop. All the way around to Keogh from the corner. She misses. Sarah Wacher gets the rebound and brings it back for Sydney Uni. Pittman swings to Kairouz. Back for Wacher. She misses. Wacher, though, gets the board. Good work from her to crash. Jefferson gets a couple of offensive boards and then draws a foul.
It's a foul. On foul, number 8, Megan Stagol.
The foul is called against number 8, Megan Stagol. Her third personal. Jefferson at the line to shoot 2. Makes that one. Nothing but net that time. And makes the second.
For both of them, seeing her free throw percentage up to 50% for the game.
Cuts the lead to 20. Keogh for Latrobe. Sarah Wacher tries to put a little bit of pressure on Georgiantis. Well, the foul is called on 20, Meg Jefferson for Sydney Uni.
Shot clock goes down to 7 because the shot didn't touch the ring.
Setting the shot clock at 7.
Referee paused the game to get the shot clock right.
Cam Wilcox trying to work out what the decision is. And 3-point shot this time from Keogh. No good. She hustles to try and pick up the deep offensive board. Can't quite get to it. Knocks it out of bounds. Sydney Uni ball. Sarah Wacher brings the ball down for Sydney Uni. Pittman cuts to the top, uses the screen from Jefferson, swings it round to Wills, and in the corner, Wacher. She misses. Good offensive board from Meg Jefferson, who finds Alex Kairouz. The lead now 18 for Latrobe. 3-point attempt is good again from Georgiantis. 4 threes for her now. Wills, guarded by Keogh. In the 2-3, another great work Some more great work from Kayla Richardson with her hands. Picks the ball off again. And Latrobe now through Burrows. She misses a three. Kayroos brings it back. Wills drives. Back to Wills from Wacher. Kayroos driving baseline. Runs straight into Anna Burrows. And Latrobe University ball. Lauren Walker prepares to step into the game for Sydney Uni. Georgiantis swings it round for Richardson. Richardson, nothing but net from three. If she's not scoring them, she's assisting them. Now Georgiantis. Quick cut from Carla Pittman. Off Meg Jefferson's pass is good. She misses, but Meg Jefferson gets the rebound and puts it away. Has a chance to go to the line for a three-point play. The foul was called against number 7, Caitlin Richardson for Latrobe. It's her second personal foul. 3 team fouls in the quarter now for Latrobe. And Jefferson converts the three-point play.
3 in a row from the line for Meg.
Keogh handling the ball for Latrobe. Guarded by Lauren Walker. Swing around to Richardson. This is Dunlop. Dunlop in the post. Finds a cutting Keogh down low. She heard footsteps behind her. Swung the ball back in the direction of Holly Wills of Sydney Uni, who let it go out of bounds. So turnover, Sydney Uni ball, and Lauren Walker now brings it back. Kayroos. Across to Wills. Wills drives and kicks to Kayroos. Down baseline is Carla Pittman. She misses her shot. Puts some pressure on the boards, but knocks it out of bounds. So it will be Latrobe ball, and coming into the game is Meg Stagol for Latrobe University to replace Bianca Keogh. Stagol has got a rocket of a pass on her, working against Meg Jefferson. Back over to Stagol. Stagol drives and huge block from Meg Jefferson. I think she might have got 2 hands to that one. Latrobe looking to inbound, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Dunlop fakes, gets Jefferson in the air. Burrows for 3. Burrows hits backboard only. Rebound from Kayroos. Kayroos drives to her right. Can't find a rolling Meg Jefferson. And ends up accidentally putting it out of bounds. So 5 minutes to go, and the lead still 21 points to Latrobe University here in this third quarter. Georgiantis pulls up for a deep 2. Short, rebound Burrows. She misses the layup, and I think a foul there out of frustration on Carla Pittman.
Number 10, Stephanie Georgiantis misses her first shot of the game, having hit 4 consecutive three-pointers.
It's a second personal foul.
Hang in there, Carl. It's going to come.
And coming into the game is Inez Tanoi
Lot of points.
for Alex Kayroos. Tanoi to Jefferson. Kicks it out for Pittman. Makes the 3.
Carl Pittman opens her second half again.
18 points, the lead for Latrobe. Ball with Dunlop to Richardson. Sets a screen for Richardson. Good defense from Jefferson to wrap her up. And this is Stagol. Kicks it out to Burrows, who finds Georgiantis cutting. She thought she got one in the face there. No foul call. Wills, baseline, gets it inside for Jefferson. The shot's too long. Rebounded by Burrows. Richardson. Back to Stagol. Stagol drives to her left. Back up to Dunlop at the top of the key. Dunlop working on Wills. Steps through. And we've got a foul call. Foul is called on number 11, Holly Wills. And that is her 4th personal foul. Alex Kairu's into the game. To replace Wills, who's on 4 fouls. Dunlop to shoot 2. She makes the first. Misses the second. Kairu's with the rebound. Gets it to Pittman. Bit of space for Pittman to work in. Finds Tannoy. Kicks it out to Lauren Walker. Pittman thinks about a 3. Quick hands again from Richardson. Knocks the ball down, but Walker able to recover. Jefferson from the corner. She's short. Rebounded by Dunlop. And Meg Stagol brings it back for Latrobe. Hands it off to Georgiantis. The deep threat. Richardson steps back for 3 herself. Misses. Rebounded Kairu's. Pushes it in transition. The hesitation dribble to get into the key. And misses the layup, but the follow-up from Jefferson is good, and a timeout called by Cam Wilcox for Latrobe University. So the lead now cut back to 17 points for Latrobe. Sydney Uni slowly but surely eating into it. Trying to claw their way back into this grand final of the UBL 2023.
9 of those coming off 3-pointers and a free throw made.
Cam Wilcox just wanting to settle things down a little bit, I think. Probably recognised also that Sydney Uni have come out with a little bit more intensity on the boards. Wants everyone to stay calm, do their job, box out, not give away any silly fouls. So, Latrobe ball, full court press coming up from Sydney Uni. Double team down low on Stagol, almost gets the result. Stagol gets away, finds Georgiantis. She tries to throw a pass over the top to Burrows. And Sydney Uni recover on D. Georgiantis for 3 again, and she's good again. That's 5 now for Stephanie Georgiantis. And just like that, the lead's back to 20. Pittman drives, scoop layup. Misses, and out of bounds, Latrobe ball. Richardson gets it off to Burrows. Burrows drives baseline. Good hands from Jefferson, results in a steal. Carla Pittman now pushing the pace. Finds Jefferson on the drive. Jefferson draws a foul. Will be called against number 10, Stephanie Georgiantis. So that's 5 team fouls as well now for Latrobe University, and the first personal foul for Georgiantis. Meg Jefferson made her last 3 free throws, make that 4 in a row. Is to attempt to make it 5 in a row. It's good.
That's 5 of the last 3 throws from Meg Jefferson.
So,
7 in the game.
They try and pressure Stagol again, and that results in a 2-on-1 here against Meg Jefferson and an easy mid-range bucker from Georgiantis. She's a very confident shooter and having a blinder here in this grand final. Miss from Pittman from 3. Georgiantis gets the rebound. Holly Wills prepares to come back into the game for Sydney Uni. Latrobe working it around to Burrows in the post. Stagol round to Georgiantis. She shoots another 3. And it's good again. That's 6 threes now for Georgiantis. Pittman driving, spinning. Scoop layup, no good. Rebounded by Stagol. Georgiantis. Guarded by Kairouz. Richardson might have got away with a double dribble there. Stagol back to Georgiantis. She thinks about another 3. Hands it off to Burrows. Burrows drives with the left, and she's drawn a foul. And number 10, Lauren Walker. Lauren Walker's second personal foul of the game. Second team foul for Sydney Uni in this quarter. And coming into the game are Holly Wills and Sarah Wacher. Inez Tannoy and Alex Kairouz take a seat. And Anna Burrows to the line to shoot 2. Makes the first. That's a 24-point lead now. And the second is good too from Anna Burrows. Sarah Wacher to Wills. Wills guarded by Stagol. The pass is astray. Intended for Carla Pittman, who started to move. And Wills missed her with the pass. So Stagol now. It's to Richardson. Richardson using a screen from Dunlop. Back out to Stagol. Finds a cutting Georgiantis. She misses the reverse layup. Holly Wills with the rebound. Wills drives. Pulls up for a elbow jumper. Misses. Dunlop with the rebound. And Stagol guarded by Sarah Wacher. Wacher will try and put some pressure on it. Stagol just slowing things down. Uses a screen from Burrows, and Burrows rolls. I think Meg Jefferson might have got a hand on that one. Lauren Walker driving, left hand. Misses, the shot clock goes off. Oh, sorry, that's the end of the quarter. The end of the quarter. 64-39, a 25-point lead for Trobe University going into the final quarter. Not what we were expecting here in the UBL 2023 Grand Final. The undefeated Sydney Uni, a lot of work to do in the last 10 minutes to try and turn this thing around. The star for Latrobe University has got to be Stephanie Georgiantis. 3 threes in that third quarter. Up to 20 points for the game. 6 of 7 from behind the three-point line. Piper Dunlop with 13, Caitlin Richardson with 13. 4 assists each for Richardson and Dunlop. 3 steals for Stagol. 1 for Caitlin Richardson. I think she's knocked about 6 balls out of the way though at various times. And for Sydney Uni, Sarah Wacher with 10 points, 11 points for Meg Jefferson and 12 rebounds. And 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Missed her first 2, but she's been good ever since then. About 20 seconds to go till this final quarter gets underway. On the court for Sydney Uni, Lauren Walker, Sarah Wacher, Holly Wills, Carla Pittman and Meg Jefferson. Wacher laying down the law, saying we've got to leave it all on the court here, girls. No point
in leaving any regrets. So they're going to give it everything. Trobe University with 25 points to play with. Richardson, guarded by Waiter. They're in a 3-2 now, Sydney Uni. Back out for Richardson. This is Dunlop from the free throw line, and it's good again. Just can't miss. Waiter to Wills. Waiter for three. Air ball from Sarah Waiter on that one. And full court press now from Sydney Uni. Georgiantis gets it back to Stagol. They break through. Richardson back to Dunlop. Georgiantis thinks about a very deep three, then drives, has it blocked. Another block for Jefferson. Lauren Walker one-on-one with Stagol. And misses the left-hand layup. Holly Wills with the rebound and pulls it back out. Swings it round for Pittman, who head fakes and then loses her balance on the drive. But it will be Sydney Uni ball after some good pressure on the boards from Meg Jefferson. Pittman gets it into Jefferson, then cuts baseline. Jefferson finds her. And swing it back out to Waitshaw. Good hands again from Richardson. She's got that big wingspan. And the reverse layup is no good from Waitshaw. Burrows now with it for Latrobe. Stagol hands it off to Georgiantis, and they swing it back around to Richardson. Inside for Dunlop. Back up top for Stagol. Stagol drives to her right, kicks it out for Dunlop for three. Late in the shot clock, and she hits it. She cannot miss either. 30-point lead now for Latrobe. Holly Wills thinks about stepping into a three, thinks against it, gives it back to Waiter. Pittman driving inside to Jefferson. Gets it up, but can't make the shot.
Somebody take the glad wrap off that ring.
Now, they swing it round for Stagol on the floater. Stagol manages to get the offensive board. Takes it away from Sarah Waiter. Georgiantis thinks about another three. Behind the back. Back to Richardson driving. Scoop layup. Misses. Waiter brings it back for Sydney Uni. Wills to the top of the key. Back out for Walker for three. She can't hit. Gab Nancaro comes in for Sarah Waiter. And they're going to pressure the ball here again. Full court press from Sydney Uni. Dunlop. Uses Georgiantis. Georgiantis takes a screen from Dunlop. Kicks it out for Richardson for three. She misses. Rebound Nancaro. Pittman driving. All the way. Coast to coast, can't quite finish. Rebounded Dunlop. Dunlop almost commits the travel, but gets it away to Georgiantis. Now Richardson. Georgiantis for three. This time she misses. Burrows with the rebound and a nice find. Really great pass inside there to Meg Stagger. You've got to hand it to this Latrobe Uni team. They have played excellent basketball here today. Some great passing, great finishing, great shooting, great D, and another example of it right there. Caitlin Richardson scores on the fast break. Foul called against Gab Nancaro. And a chance to make it a three-point play now for Caitlin Richardson. And subs coming in for both teams. Grace Whiteley comes into the game for the first time for Latrobe. Shadera Abani back in. And Emily Cleghorn steps in for Sydney Uni. Free throw is missed by Richardson. Lauren Walker finds Cleghorn. Back to Wills for three. Wills misses. Rebound by Whiteley, who under pressure gets it away to Georgiantis. Georgiantis now will use the screen again from Dunlop. No, kicks it around to Richardson. Dunlop
cuts through the key, gets it from Richardson and then gives it back. Back to Dunlop again. Mid-range shot is no good. Rebounded by Jefferson. Wills brings it back the other way. Pass is a little bit off to Cleghorn in the corner. Cleghorn for 3 now. She can't hit the net. And Abani brings it back for Latrobe Uni. Holly Wills ends up on the floor. This is Georgiantis driving the floater, no good. Rebounded by Jefferson. Wills. A lot of work to do here, Sydney Uni. They get it into the key to Nankaro. Kick it out to Jefferson for 3. She misses. And this is Dunlop bringing it back for Latrobe University. The miss there from Whiteley is rebounded by Caitlin Richardson, who manages to draw a foul, and she'll take 2 shots. And Holly Wills is out of the game. Looks like she's hurting. And Ashley Hanna comes in for the first time for Sydney Uni. Richardson at the line to shoot 2. Coming into the final quarter, Sydney Uni only shooting 23% from the field. And Latrobe shooting 41%, including 38% from 3. And not much has changed here in this final quarter. Sydney Uni just having trouble finding the bottom of the net. Kairouz gets it inside to Hanna. Hanna cleans it up, gets it to Cleghorn. Nice pass from Cleghorn into Alex Kairouz, but she can't make her shot. And this is Abani. She has it stolen by Kairouz. Kairouz driving baseline. And foul called. Blocking foul, I believe, on Shadera Abani. That's her first personal foul. And Lauren Walker for 3. Can't hit the rim. And this is D'Agostino. Gets it to Dunlop. Richardson uses the screen from Dunlop. Whiteley. Inside to Abani, has it stolen. Walker to Hanna. Hanna has that one blocked by Dunlop.
Big block from Private Dunlop on little finger roll from Ashley Hanna. Private Dunlop taking a seat after an extraordinary game.
Ashley Hanna will inbound.
In both points and rebounds and close on assists.
Cleghorn swings it to Walker. Walker drives to the middle of the key, throws up a sidearm layup, doesn't go. Burrows finds Georgiantis for another 3. She makes it again. That's her 7th 3 of the game. Kairouz drives out. And they really had trouble breaking down this defence from Latrobe Uni. Sydney Uni still not managing to make a bucket until now. 2 points for Emily Cleghorn, her first points of the game. That's their first points of the 4th quarter. D'Agostino for 3, no good. Rebounded by Abani, hands from Cleghorn, gets the ball. Good steal from Cleghorn. And Lauren Walker for 3, no good again. And Caro fights for it with Abani. Abani comes away with it. And Burrows brings it down the court for Georgiantis for another 3. This time she misses. Rebounded by D'Agostino. Block from Nankaro. Cleghorn hands it off to Kairouz. You've really got to hand it to this D from Latrobe. They've crowded the key. They've been active with their hands. They've made nothing easy for Sydney Uni. Really choked them out all game. And at the other end, they've just been making shots. especially this woman. Stephanie Georgiantis with 7 threes. And there's another bucket for her, this time down low on the baseline. Flips one up, and of course it goes. Keiru's to Walker. Walker makes one for Sydney Uni. And Latrobe now, Georgiantis. This one will be too short. O'Barney thinks about a 3, hands it off to Burrows. Burrows drives baseline and can't quite finish. Gets her own rebound. Georgiantis for another 3. At the moment, she's just ruining her 3-point percentage by jacking these ones up late in the game. And coach is going to help her out and bring her out of the game. She's pretty happy. I don't think she's going to worry too much about her 3-point percentage once this final buzzer goes. They'll be happy with the win. And there's a 3 for Alex Keiru. Now they start to fall for Sydney Uni. But it's going to be too late for them, and Trobe University are going to make it 2 from 2 in grand finals here in the UBL against Sydney Uni. Really strong performance from them today. They've outplayed Sydney Uni on both ends of the court. There's another 3 for Lauren Walker. Now they're all going down for Sydney Uni. 28 points though, the lead for Latrobe with a minute to go. And they work it inside now to Burrows. Nancaro knocks that one out of bounds, but called off Burrows. So Sydney Uni ball. Lauren Walker brings it down for Sydney Uni. Gets a screen from Nancaro, drives, throws it up with the left, and of course, that one goes down as well. 45 seconds to go. Keogh, guarded by Cleghorn. Shot thrown up from the corner. Nancaro, Lauren Walker steps into another 3, and of course, straight down again. So big final quarter for Lauren Walker. It's little consolation, I imagine, for her at the moment to be making these shots, but maybe it goes to show that when the shots are falling, the shots are falling. When they're not, they're not. And they certainly were falling for Latrobe Uni, who are now just a little under 12 seconds away from their second UBL championship. And Keogh will just let this clock run down. A big win for Latrobe. And that is the game. It's official. Congratulations to Latrobe University. The minor premiers, Sydney University, meeting their match in the grand final. Some huge games from the players from Latrobe. Piper Dunlop making everything, getting every board, blocking up the key. Stephanie Georgiantis, 7 threes from her. Quick hands and quick transition work from Caitlin Richardson. Meg Stagol looking after the ball, not turning it over, and firing some quick passes in transition to open up her teammates for easy buckets. And Anna Burrows playing a lot of minutes out there as well, getting a lot of boards and doing a lot of the dirty work on defence. So there they are celebrating in the centre of court. And that is the that is the results. Congratulations to Latrobe University, and commiserations
to Sydney Uni.
Number 10, Stephanie Georgiantis.
We've got the presentation coming up.
And 2 rebounds. Then we have number 12, Piper Dunlop, with 18 points, 17 rebounds, and 4 assists. Megan Stagel has 14 points, and Caitlin Richardson 15 points, with 6 points going to Anna Burrows. At the other end of the court, we have more.
Today's presentation of this UBL Grand Final was brought to you by Great Big Events Anywhere Live. Great Big Events Anywhere Live product suite allows you to connect seamlessly with your audience anytime, anywhere live. From conferencing platforms to easy to use live streaming, Great Big Events have got a solution for almost any price point. Go to greatbigevents.com for more information. And Southern Design are a full-service creative studio based in Sydney who are making waves on the scene. Their team is passionate with the best creative minds around doing what they do best, devising brand strategies and amazing creative solutions with results that speak for themselves. For all brand, digital and print services, contact the team on wearesouthern.au. If you are a Sydney Uni student, remember to make the most of your university experience by staying active and social with SUSF. Visit us in one of our facilities or online at susf.com.au to learn more about our membership options. Now, we're not far away from the presentation of the trophy and the medals to each team. If you've enjoyed today's presentation and today's game and you're keen to hit the hardwood yourself, you can follow at Sydney Uni Sport, at Sydney Uni Sport, SYDUNI Sport on Instagram and Facebook for club and athlete updates, workouts, wellness tips and more. And why don't you join the basketball club while you're at it and get down here and support the Sydney Uni team in next year's UBL. And also just get down here and put some shots up yourself. Looking at some replays from the game. This was Dunlop from the corner, making a 3. Cleghorn with a deep 2 for Sydney Uni. Late in the game, the shot started to fall for Sydney Uni. Lauren Walker hitting a couple of 3s. Make that 3. But it was too little too late. Trobe University way too strong. Never relinquishing that lead that they built up late in the first quarter and early in the second.
So we're not far away from the presentation taking place here.
Okay, good afternoon. Thanks for sticking around to the crowd. Can I start the closing and medal presentations with a round of applause and a thank you to Ed Smith and the team at University of Sydney for hosting today's grand final. And following on from that as well, the support of Basketball New South Wales and the technical officials that were present here today and officiating in the game. Obviously cannot be done without them either. Huge thank you to them. And again, congratulations to both of the teams here today, an outstanding effort. Congratulations on your season. Truly remarkable performances across both of the teams, so congratulations, girls. Before we get on to the medals, we are going to start with the announcement of the MVP for this year's UBL in terms of the women's competition. Now, averaging over 17 points a game, 10 rebounds and 4 assists, it's my pleasure to announce the 2023 MVP is from the University of Sydney, Carla Pittman, studying Bachelor of Liberal Arts and Science.
So Carla Pittman awarded the MVP for the season from Sydney Uni. She has been a standout performer all year. Incredible performances.
It was very remiss of me not to introduce Paul McJanet, who is one of the Unisport directors here as well, to congratulate Carla. An outstanding season, Carla. Congratulations. We hope to see you return again next year.
So congratulations to Carla Pittman, averaging 17 points and 10 rebounds throughout the season.
Congratulations, Carla. And to help us with the medals for the two teams here today, can I also introduce Maria Nordstrom, the CEO of Basketball New South Wales, to come forward and assist us.
Maria Nordstrom to hand out the medals.
And I'd also like to
Basketball
call
New
forward
South Wales.
the captain of the University of Sydney, Sarah Waitcher, to help us with the presentations. Congratulations, Sarah, on a tremendous season. Would you like to say a few words? And then...
Great. Thank you firstly to Unisport and Sydney Uni for hosting today. To the bench people, the refs, everyone that makes this tournament possible, thank you so much. To the Trobe, well done. You guys outplayed us today. You've always been such great competition, so good job. To my team, you guys are the best. Playing with you guys for the last couple of years has been unreal, and yeah, proud of every one of you, despite today's results, so yeah, love you guys. To Renee, to Shaq, thank you so much for everything. You guys have just put in so much time and effort and helped every single one of us improve as a person and as a player, so again, can't thank you enough. And to Mitch as well, our wonderful manager, your itineraries are unmatched. We can't thank you enough for all the hard work that you do for us, so yeah, thank you. Alright, Loz, come on up. Loz.
So Sarah Waitcher calling everyone up one by one to receive their medals as runners-up in the UBL.
Alex.
Lauren Walker, Carla Pittman,
Ash.
Inez Tannoy,
Yep.
Alex Carews,
Meg. Holly.
Ashley Hanna.
Carla.
Ashley Hanna receiving her medal. Gabnan Caro, 16, receiving her medal.
Selena.
Meg Jefferson, great performer all year in the middle for Sydney Uni.
Shaq.
Holly Wills receives her medal. There's M. Cleghorn. That's Jazz King. Selena Pereira didn't play today, but she receives her medal for the season. Coach Renee Garlip. Assistant Shaq Shora. and team manager Mitch. And there she is, the captain, Sarah Wacher. Great, kind words from her.
Okay, again, a big congratulations to the University of Sydney.
It was a great season for the whole team. It's a shame that it ended this way for them, but you can't take away from the great performance today from La Trobe University. And it's a really healthy level of competition here in the UBL. Great sportsmanship being shown by both teams, by all the teams throughout the competition. And
Okay, now on to our gold
now we
medalists
get
and
on to
champions
the
for
presentation
2023.
of the gold medals.
Is it coincidental that it was a 23-point win? Can I ask
23-point win
captain of the Trobe
2023.
Next day off to come.
I'd like to start off by thanking Sport and Sydney for having us and hosting this game, and a massive congratulations to you guys on such a great season. Going undefeated the whole way was just, I mean, it's amazing, so congratulations. Thank you to the referees, the sport officials, everyone that made this possible. It's such a great league and we really enjoy getting to play. This game was just amazing. Also like to shout out to Linktree, Hago, and of course Cam, our coach, for all the hard work you put into this season and getting us girls to where we need to be. I also want to give a shout out to our injured players. There's 4 of you at home. We wish you could be here to celebrate with us, but we are thinking of you, so we know you're watching on from at home. And yeah, we'll start off with Katie.
So now the La Trobe team come up to receive their medals. Caitlin Richardson, Steph Georgiantis, 7 threes in this final. Huge effort. Bianca Keogh. Grace Whiteley, Bachelor of Nursing and Midwifery student. Anna Burrows, studying a Bachelor of Commerce and Science. Talia D'Agostino, Bachelor of Sport and Exercise Science student. Shadera Abani, a Bachelor of Nursing student. And Piper Dunlop, Bachelor of Exercise Science. Coach Cam Wilcox comes up to receive his medal. And receiving her medal, the captain, Meg Stackall, studying Bachelor of Applied Science and Masters of Occupational Therapy. And it's time for them to receive their trophy.
Congratulations again to La Trobe University. While they're getting their photos taken, can I just again thank everybody here today for their contributions, whether you were cheering the team on or supporting them in their preparation in the lead up to today, whether you were a part of the delivery of the game. Thank you to everyone from University Sport for your support of the University Basketball League. It's been great to have you all here today, an amazing venue, thanks to University of Sydney. Girls, enjoy the celebrations tonight. We look forward to seeing you all again back on the courts in 2024.
And so there you have it. That is the end of UBL 2023 in the women's competition. Congratulations to La Trobe University, our champions. Commiserations to the minor premiers, Sydney Uni, not able to get the win today. It was a great season. The
the UBL continues to be a great initiative from Unisport Australia. It's been a pleasure for us to bring it to you here from great big events and Anywhere Live. And we hope to join you again next year in 2024 for the UBL. Thanks for joining us. My name's Andrew Johnston, and we'll catch you next time.